Welcome to The Real Oshow. I'm Zachary.
And I'm Joshua, and we're brothers chasing down the curiosities of our life.
And on this show, we'll deep dive the most influential people, music, and topics going on in the world.
And today we're talking American Airlines. Zachary's going to give us a What If I Told You, and we'll finish with Bickering Brothers.
I tell you I'm on the road. We about to get all this dough. Me and no fuck niggas know. I swear to God we the ghosts. This ain't the story they told. Man, if you know, then you know. I never had to tell my dogs and we on rough for greatness. They paper getters, they want money more than they want.
What's good, everybody? If you haven't been on social media at all or just watching the news, Alaska Airlines had the biggest tragedy ever. I would never fly again. Joshua's going to deep dive the story. Joshua, what happened with Alaska Airlines and how did they just screw everybody that was on that flight?
So basically, for the people that don't know, Alaska Airlines had a flight where at 30,000 feet, they said 30 to 35,000 feet, the door, emergency exit door flew off. So they had to emergency land the plane. Now, it's been weeks after the fact. Obviously, there's lawsuits against them. But the thing that everyone is talking about is Alaska Airlines gave a stipend of $1,500. That's what it was. It literally says, American Airlines has officially offered full refunds to the passengers of Flight 1282, as well as $1,500 cash payment. And I just want to say, the door flies off of a plane. Don't talk to me unless it's 10 grand. Bro, I'm walking out with a neck brace. I'm walking out. Bro, I need an ambulance there. I'm emotionally traumatized. Emotionally.
Wasn't it Jack Mack who was like, I have anxiety from this.
Oh,
I got back pain.
I would be in there going, I have every anxiety. I might need to go to a ketamine doctor to do some fucking K just to get me fucking back into it. Like I would be doing every excuse.
Was
$1,500
where did the $1,500 come from? Do you know? Like, was that like the base? Was this like it went to court? It's $1,500. That's just like
they're trying to settle.
To settle. Here's $1,500.
They wanted to settle.
That's like fucking 3 flights.
Now I was just thinking about it. I think it's the game, right? Everyone wants to play the game. You don't go in there being like, here's $20,000.
Yeah.
Because then they end at 100.
Of course.
If they start at 1,500, it's going to end at 10, 15. Or what's going to end up happening is it's a class action lawsuit, so they need everyone in there. Half the people might just say, fuck it. I don't want to wait 10 years to get my 10 grand. I'm just going to take my $1,500 and kick rocks. So it's interesting.
I would be like, give me $10,000 and like Delta airline credits. I'd be like, I'm never flying Alaska Airlines.
I would never want to fly again. And from someone who has flown.
And I will never fly Alaska Airlines.
Alaska Airlines used to be a nice airline. Alaska Airlines used to be a nice airline.
There's a lot of stuff, and I haven't really.
Alaska Airlines.
I haven't deep dived the most aerospace industry, but it is true. America and like flights, engines, like all those like turbine type shit. It is going down. Like, we are struggling. It's not as good as it used to be. In hot take, I think stuff like this is going to happen more. I truly do. And I already am scared to fly. Like, turbulence, good luck. I fucking hate it. If anything like that happened to me, I would never fly again.
Well,
I would drive everywhere.
I think the most memorable thing, and actually the government didn't allow this to happen, but Alaska Airlines was trying to buy Spirit Airlines. The whole irony in all this is Spirit is the dog ass of airlines, and they're trying to buy American Airlines that just had this catastrophic event. Like
Alaska Airlines.
But
you said American.
I'm sorry. Alaska Airlines is trying to buy Spirit. It's like the shit just gets shittier. It's like the government, it's so bad the government didn't allow them to purchase them. They were like, we can't do this.
That's wild.
It's a catastrophe.
For this week's What If I Told You, Joshua, you love Shark Tank. Have you ever heard of the product Scrub Daddy?
One of the best episodes.
And also was one of the best investments in Shark Tank history. Aaron Krause walked in there, had this idea about the scrub, non-scratch, all this. And the reason he created the product is he was cleaning the exterior of a car and scratched it. He's like, there has to be this product that doesn't do this, that like with the hot and cold water, it transforms. So he went into Shark Tank. And this is the definition of like what Scrub Daddy is. It is a high-performing cleaning product that combines exclusive and fun materials together. He went into Shark Tank at $100,000 in sales. Lori Greiner invested in it, obviously the QVC queen. The next day after she invested, this is like the craziest thing to me. The next day, aired on QVC and sold 42,000 sponges in 7 minutes and is now sold in 250,000 stores.
They're everywhere. You can't go to a Home Depot, a Walmart. You can't even go to a fucking Dollar Tree without seeing a Scrub Daddy. They're everywhere.
And as of 2019, has the second highest revenue of any Shark Tank investment. And as it exists today, is a $300 million market cap.
That's crazy for some sponges.
For a $200,000 investment.
Sounds like a good investment to me.
Sounds like a good investment.
So round out the week. Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
We're going to end with Bickering Brothers. This week, we're going to talk something very broad. But what is the best invention ever made for humans?
Sliced bread. Easy.
So false.
I'm just kidding. The unanimous answer here should be the iPhone, undoubtedly. It's a supercomputer.
So you're going with the iPhone.
The iPhone, correct.
I'm going to one-up you. I'm going air conditioning. That's
so low-key.
I don't think there's an iPhone without AC. Truthfully. If we never came up with air conditioning, like, I'm going to be real with you. I was thinking, like, is it just electronics in general? Like, whoever created electricity, is that the best invention? Maybe, perhaps.
Albert Einstein?
Because then perhaps you wouldn't have the AC. But I'm full-fledged. I was in Miami in July. There's no greater thing that was ever created than AC.
Yeah, I can't even really debate that because that makes point, but it could be the iPhone, it could be electric. Like, I don't even fucking know. I don't even know.
I think maybe the greatest thing that was ever invented never got invented because I was like, I really went down this rabbit hole, and how I got onto this was I saw this guy who had a little Tesla machine. And I don't know if you know the real story of Tesla and what he was doing and how he passed away very early, but he was doing this where you could charge through the air. It's basically like you can charge something via the air.
Like way back in the day?
Way back in the day.
Nikola Tesla.
Nikola Tesla.
He worked under Albert Einstein.
Exactly.
And he was competing with General Electric, which is kind of the thing where General Electric at the time had like a monopoly and he was trying to take over.
Imagine though, all right? Currently today, I have to plug my computer, my iPhone into the wall. Imagine if I just had my iPhone out in just regular public and it was just charging.
What's even crazier is actually in Detroit, there's a car lane now that if you have an electric car and you drive over it, it charges your car. It's in Detroit, first ever place.
That's
matter of fact.
Interesting. What do they use? Kinetic energy? Like it's using like the...
Dude, fucking way above my head.
But that's pretty insane.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking about that, like...
How is Detroit leading that? I guess it's the car place, I guess.
It's the number one place for
probably
cars.
Ford. Ford probably pushed that.
But Ford don't got the technology for that shit. Tesla runs EVs. They run EVs. In fact... None of these EVs are even going to be working, which this is a kind of a conspiracy off the track, but I was just watching a video how NASA is buying a ton of cars. They spent like $50 million on cars that have no computers in them. So they run via no computers, no chips, no nothing, which made me think, what do we like get an EMP in the United States here soon or what?
What do you mean an EMP?
EMP is like
an explosion?
No, an EMP cuts all the internet, all the electronics.
You want to know who talked about that? PBD talked about that.
Yeah, it's like a very big security risk.
A grid shut off.
Yeah, in the grid. And in America is very, very, very in trouble if that were to happen because we don't have the infrastructure. We don't have the infrastructure to fix it. What's up?
Every place would be.
No. America, if you're talking about first world countries, America has the worst plan for if an EMP hit off. It would take us 6 months. They estimated that 100 million Americans would die. A third of the population would die if that happened. If that happened in Europe, they'd get it up in a month. It would take 6 months.
No way Europe's ahead of America.
They are.
Europe's in shambles, bro.
Every country, every major country is ahead of America in this department. I'm not even kidding you. You can look it up.
We will have to look it up. And guess what? We're going to have to agree to disagree. If you made it this far, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the Friday episode. Enjoy the weekend. We'll be back Tuesday. And also, caveat, we drop a vlog every Sunday. So if you made it this far, check out our vlog every Sunday. Daily life, maybe a challenge, maybe a vacation, maybe a trip. We don't know what it's going to be, but we would love if you joined the journey and it supported us, and we appreciate it. See you soon. Peace.
I got a fight for my bros. I got to stack out this gold. I tell you I'm on the road. About to get all this dough. Me and no fuck niggas know. I swear to God we the ghosts. This ain't the story they told. Man, if you know, then you know. I never had to tell my dogs that we on road for greatness. They pay